mean, well, maybe it does me because those are like 1990s.
Yeah.
By the way, it's a Jake and Tanner show. Hi, I'm Jake.
I'm Tanner. That reminds me the most of, because my buddy Trevor had this one right here.
So you're probably partying?
We used to just smoke cigarettes in it.
Can you type in 98 LeBaron? It's the blue one, if we can find that. That was another...
blue with the white rag top and the 2 white stripes?
Yes, and in those 2 back windows where one of them, the little ones, where one of them just won't go down.
Yep.
That was another one of my wife's cars. But I don't know if it was 98 or not. Maybe. I don't even know if they make LeBarons anymore.
No, there's no way. I've never heard of this. What is this? That's not how I spell LeBaron.
They're the poor person convertible, by the way.
Right here?
It's that one. Down there, right.
This one?
That's it.
You didn't have the stripes? I knew a girl that had the stripes.
She had a red pinstripe going through it. Can you go up to that and click on that? I want to see.
Is this it?
She would be out in her front yard in her bikini washing this. My wife. So she would pass her by. That's what you do in high school, I guess.
Is that the version of like Snapchat, and like cam girls and stuff?
Yes.
You were out there looking for attention. Because I think my sister used to wash cars in the front yard too. Yeah, she would wash it in the front. Of course, she was doing it so people would drive by. Oh, of course she was.
And by the way,
call her up.
And that hussy, by the way, didn't. It lived on like a dirt road. So like it was only old farmers driving. It was only like
her dad's friends that were watching her.
And I didn't know if I wanted to do this now. Maybe not. I have, that theory of mine. Well, I guess we can talk about it because we can always do a little bit tomorrow. That theory of mine of women who drive the car and the guy sits in the passenger, they're the ones in control of the relationship. But you talking about back when my wife would do that, was that generation of Snapchat and all that. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about this yesterday because I look at my nephew who's 23 or 24, and she drives. If it's her vehicle, she's driving, and she does some other things that I find emasculating. But then I went, I wonder if that's just the generation, that's that generation where the women that are growing up, 2 women are the ones that I do what I want. It is my life. And that's good. That is okay. My generation was more, I guess, it sounds, because maybe it wasn't, but it's more, maybe it's just how my wife is, but it's, how do I say this? Where I'm making more of the decisions. And you're more of the... And that's not right, because she still makes decisions. I was watching an episode of a little TV show called Wife Swap. And they had a woman who made all the decisions and said phrases like, I want you to treat your wife like a princess and treat me like a princess, and garbage, garbage, garbage. And then there was another girl that was talking to a man and said, you're not going to be cleaning the house anymore. You're not going to be doing this. Me and your daughter are going to make you feel like a man again, and we're going to be taking care of everything. We're going to be doing all the dishes and stuff. And I think that's the 2 generational thing. It is. Wait, how old were they? Was that one? Was it? It was a little. She was a little older, and also they were a little southerner. Okay. So they're back a little bit further in values, and I think that's where your wife is, because she learned from her mom how to be a wife. And that's what she does. Like you said, she sticks by Gordon the whole time. If Gordon's over at the house, she doesn't even play with the kids. She wants to make sure Gordon's always happy. In the relationship, it goes how it used to be. It used to go kids, husband, wife. With who needs to be happy first. Sure. And I think that's what it's like with your wife. She makes sure that your kids are happy. She makes sure you're happy. Or even if it was food, she makes sure your kids eat, then she makes sure you eat, and then she makes sure she eats. I'll say, I agree with that study now. After hearing you just say that, where women get very happy when their husband dies. Yeah, because they're allowed to be a human being and have individual thoughts.
I was really thinking that because now you're not as young as Colton, but you're still kind of in that generation, but you're a little bit older in that generation, which I probably think that some things, but maybe that's just Kayla's personality, that it could be emasculating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I look at Colton with his wife, and I think it's the generation that they're growing up like that now, which again, it's okay, that's fine, but she does, like when we were in Colorado, okay, and we were riding up the mountain on those UTVs, my wife, I go, do you want to drive? And she goes, I don't even want to be behind the wheel of this thing. So she's sitting on the passenger side, and who comes up behind? Colton sitting in the passenger side and Jen driving. And I went, oh, that's so weird.
See, yeah, I'm halfway. I'll let my wife drive, but I'm going to yell at her the whole time. Like Saturday on our way to the Christmas concert, it was somewhat snowing. It was sleeting all day, and it was about 31 degrees outside, and she was still driving like it was dry roads and 75.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to not drive like you right now.
Right, just don't be you. Think of somebody that's a great driver like me, and just embody that.
I made her pull over, and she was like, what are you doing? I was like, pull over because I don't trust that you won't hit black ice and kill our entire family.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, that's super rude to say. And I said, that's fine. At least I said that, and I'm not gargling on my own blood in a ditch.
Boy, you have a way to argue.
When I argue with my wife,
it's very descriptive.
When I argue
you're
with
laying
my
out
wife,
in the ditch. You're like, this is what it would look like.
Yeah.
You just take your shirt off. And you're like,
bash my head so blood comes down my forehead. Is this what you want to see? Is this what you want?
Fiona, this is what your mom wants. Yeah.
She wants us all dead.
I agree with you, Jake. I hated when my ex-husband asked me to drive on trips because to me, that's the man's job. I think in my relationship, I feel like the man drives. If we were going to go on even into town, just say it's 10 minutes away or an hour away, if my wife goes, oh, no, I'm driving, I'd be like, okay, then I don't go because I don't want to sit in the passenger side because it looks so emasculating. I feel like it's emasculating. Again, it's probably my generation.
I don't look at it as much as you do. I'll sometimes move the seat back, but since me and my wife are so different in sizes, and it's an automatic seat, so it's not like the old one where you could just go
right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'll just be like, "Who's it set up for? You just drive."
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit and watch it go.
Yeah, we're about the same height.
Yeah.
Hi, who's this?
What do you want?
Good morning, friends. Producer 3430.
Hi, 3430.
Hi.
Hey.
What?
So the driving thing.
Yeah.
My wife likes to point out to me that all of our friends and friends of friends, the wife drives. You know, and I offer to let her drive once in a while, and she will on occasion, but yet when things get hairy, let's say we go to Chicago or Milwaukee, I was like, you want to drive now? I was like, she goes, no. I was like, well...
Right, well, she wants you to make the bad decision, so it's your fault.
I figured it out. Jake, I think I got your solution here.
Okay.
Because you want to not feel emasculated while your wife drives, and she wants to be able to drive. If you just start looking at her in the car the way that you look at her in your house, a servant or the help, you could treat her like a driver.
Thank you, 3430. So how does that look?
You sit down and you'll just and you just say,
"You're such a jerk.
Take me to the store." And then she'll be like, yeah, I know we're going to the store, but you have to do it that way, and then complain that she doesn't have mints or bottles of water waiting for you.
A listener just sent in, here are the easiest ways to emasculate a guy. You want me to go through, see if these get a good job will emasculate a guy?
No.
Do you feel if your wife was the money maker, would that bother you?
No, because she was for a short period of time.
Same with me.
Don't care.
I that's how it was for years. I mean, I remember going to the tax guy, and he made fun of me in front of my face. because I was making such little money doing radio that year. And he goes, wow, boy, you married correct, didn't you? Because you make a little sum of money. I go, what did you? And she's sitting right there.
She's like,
yeah, she's agreeing. I think he was throwing like his dominance, like, you know what I mean?
What does he make at his age in our block?
Well, it was more than 17,000 probably.
Yeah, I don't even think, like, my first job in radio, I don't think they legally could have paid me less.
That's what I mean. So I wonder if he was like, you want to be with this tax man right here. Nobody wants to be with the tax man.
No, that sounds really boring. Sorry.
They got it. They have to have. They can't. I would think that would be the worst job. Well, I hate numbers. And then during that time of the year, oh, my dear God, there's no way you still want to be breathing.
My cousin became an accountant.
That's what that word is. God, I kept...
Not a tax person.
Tax person, thank you.
And she's like, this is awesome. It's 40 hours. I get paid for 40 hours. I'm only working like 36. And then January 1st hit. And she was like, I work like 90 hours a week. This is the worst.
Black D agrees with Jake. The man always drives. It's part of the chivalry era.
Yeah, I that tripped me up. Did we name somebody Black D?
Well, now I know what I'm saying. See, I read everything verbatim. Stop.
Yeah, we did not name anybody color anything.
I'm Jack's age, and I think Jack is very sexist. I don't think I'm being sexist. Wait, to be honest,
it's not sexist. It's the way you grew up, and it's the way I make it sound like you're more sexist than you are.
Because
your wife agrees with you that she doesn't want to drive.
And I was trying to be very careful on trying not to be. I'm not trying to be sexist, but I knew the words coming out of my mouth, past my lips, it was going to sound like that.
To younger people, it does sound like that.
Well, she said, "I'm Jack's age." And I think Jack's very sexist.
You're a bit of a new listener. You'll get a hang of it.
That's okay. I bet you 0392 that she hunts also.
Don't attack our new listeners.
Oh, which, by the way, I lost friends yesterday because of the hunting thing that we went on.
Yeah, it was me.
Wait, I want to go back.
How do you lose friends and you get so much flack just for did you tell them what I told you to say?
Yeah, no.
Why not? That would have been so funny. What did I tell you to say?
It was they messaged me.
Oh, yeah.
They were in a message group, me, Darren, and Tim, and then Tim said, "Hey, Darren, Jake's making fun of us hunters for
not getting a deer,
and we should go out, take him out or something like that."
And I told you to say, "We got the same amount of deer, but I don't pretend and call myself a hunter."
Again, Jake didn't say that. I'm trying to hang on to any friendship I can have right now.
No,
hey, wait. Let's come back to this.
Hey, can I make an announcement?
Yep.
If you text the letters TV to 71090, you'll watch us live because we're on. You SOB. We're on.
Are we on Facebook?
We're
also
on YouTube.
We don't do the Facebook?
No.
So if you text TV.
Yeah, TV. I can't figure out how to get onto our Facebook. I could do it on the Kiss FM one, but less places are more views. So I figure if you text TV, the letter T and V, one, like no spaces, you'll get to our live stream that is live on YouTube right now, and you can see what our camera setup is.
Yeah, and you're going to be able to hear us through the microphones.
It'll literally be like you're listening to us on the radio show, except you get to see our beautiful faces.
Matthews Tires, hiring for various positions at all 6 locations. People love working at Matthews.
Yeah, they do.
Help them deliver superior audio. Help them deliver superior auto service, and apply now in person or MatthewsTires.com.
I suggest in person. I never trust online.
You don't even... It's so bizarre anymore. When I don't want to get into that yet.
No, we'll get into it next.
Possibly we'll talk about it next. Also, I want to finish what this listener said. The quickest ways to emasculate a man. We'll go down this list next.
Can I just put an end to something queer? Or quick? I don't know. It was going to be quick in here, and it came out queer.
It sounded like
I was yelling at you.
It sounded like you were calling me that. Which, by the way, that word means is indifferent.
Yeah, it's indifferent or strange or something, yeah. But it was supposed to be quick in here. This person just said... 5354 said, "Hey, White D thinks the man should drive. We're not going to start describing ourselves as the color of your genitals. That's just not how the show's going to go."
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Just saying it now.
Text TV to 71090. You can watch us. More Jake and Tanner show. We do it next. My computer is so incredibly slow.
Why?
Well, no, I don't want to tell you because you're just going to come over here and you're going to be like, oh, it's on the tabs. Bleh.
Well, how many tabs do you have up?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
It's too
16,
many,
17, 18, 19.
It's already too many tabs. Why do you have that so many tabs open?
I should be sending them to you, but they're for the videos.
Oh, yeah, send them to me during the break.
By the way, it's a Jake and Tanner show. Hello, hi, I'm Jacob.
Hello, Jacob. I'm Tanner.
I really want to get back to the... Oh, God. I'm going to have to... We were just talking about the quickest ways that you can emasculate a man.
Can I warn you something? Quick right now, just so you don't get caught looking at dirty stuff. Everybody can see what's on your computer.
They can right now?
Yeah, to a certain it's they just see like the top here.
How?
Look at the screen. You'll see.
Oh, by the way, we got cameras set up in the studio. You can check them out and listen.
Yeah, just text TV to 71090. TV, or go to our Facebook.
Oh, you can see.
Yeah, to a certain extent, they can't read it.
Camera.
Yeah, they can't read any of it, but don't look at porn like you usually do.
Well, what am I going to do then? Not look at porn?
Yes, that is what you could do.
Okay, that's new.
I didn't think I'd have to changed my entire work ethic. 20 years into a career.
All right.
You sound like an old executive that was told he can't slap his secretary's ass anymore. No, how am I supposed to wake up in the morning?
It's new era.
Can't do this. But no, we're on YouTube Live right now. So if you can go there, you can communicate with people during the show because other people are on there chatting.
You can?
Yeah, people are chatting. They're talking to each other.
We
are a big deal.
Wait a minute. Are they? Is there like a little chat box underneath?
Yeah, there's a chat room like in Yahoo. We have a Yahoo chat room. All JT fans.
Can you play euchre? Poker?
No, you can't do any of that. You can only talk about things.
Yeah, well, I bet you the listeners can do that and look at porn. Lucky SOBs. You've taken that away from me.
Yeah.
No, we were talking the last segment about how I feel emasculated if my wife drives. She never does, but if that were to happen, and I gave her that option,
if she was allowed to know where the keys are hid,
I kid, especially if you're a new listener.
Yeah.
But somebody said, "Hey, I just found this top easiest ways to emasculate a Jake." And we're going through these right now. The first one was get a good job. And we were asking, if your wife got a job that they made more money, would that bother you?
Yeah, once again, no, because she did for a while, and I loved it. But I also enjoyed being unemployed for the first... I always said, being unemployed is amazing for 2 weeks.
Oh, my God. Then everything starts coming, like all your friends are actually going to their job.
Yeah, because for 2 weeks, you could take a vacation that long.
Wait.
And it be acceptable.
Let me say, I think that's different. I think in your 20s, I think it feels... I think it feels better. I think when you're a little older, I think there's a little more worries.
I wonder if it goes down to a week, because the way I look at it is...
Because you don't want to tell all your friends that all have jobs and are successful, like, I just lost my job again.
Yeah.
Hello, radio.
I guess it's like... In those 2 weeks, you're still going to get your last paycheck. So you're still living on that. So you still have that money coming in, and that hasn't changed.
Well, you're supposed to have 6 months.
Yeah.
Who does?
You.
Who has that?
If you don't know, and you probably don't because that's insane, you're supposed to have 6 months of bills ready to go on the off chance that something happens.
Right now,
6 months of mortgage?
71090. How much do you have in your savings right now if you lost your job? What do you have in there to survive?
Yeah.
Text line 71090. We'd love to hear that.
6 months of mortgage, 6 months of car payments, 6 months of your TV, 6 months
You're
of
supposed
cell
to
phone.
be able to live your lifestyle.
The way that you are right now.
For 6 months. So why you can just relax and find another gig.
I know, because due to budgeting, I know exactly how much I need to spend a month on all of my bills. I know how much that is. So I will tell you how much I'm supposed to have in the bank.
When you're a little older and you lose a job, that's got to be one of the scariest things ever.
This is how much I would need to have in my savings account
for your 6 month, your whole 6 month,
for my entire 6 month ordeal. $22,500.
Boy, I don't know offhand. I know we have the budget, but I'd have to go through mine. When you're a little older, when you're a little older and you lose a job, it happened to remember Mike DeBoard. He said that because he turned 50 and he was trying to apply for other gigs, and he goes, I think age is really playing a factor in me trying to find a job. He goes, I hope to God I never lose this, because it would be very difficult to go get an afternoon show at 50.
Yeah, in any kind of bigger market. He could go to Petoskey and work in that house.
Possibly. You got to start. And the thing is, you got to start from the beginning.
AC station.
You got to start from the beginning to find your to find all your listeners and your fans. 10,000 I have between my husband and I. What do you mean between your husband and I? You share one savings. That's another weird thing, and it must be my generation. You just have one savings.
I'm sorry.
You're married.
Have you seen 78, 72?
No.
Right below, my husband and I let our savings get below 30,000.
26,000?
Nope. Right above that?
76, 7506.
78, 72. I'll just read it if you can't find it.
I can't find it.
I have over 100K. I'm 36, and I've always passed on the bar scene to work and save money instead.
Oh, loser.
100.
God,
there's no
awesome.
way if
Where
I looked at my checking account or my savings account and I saw 6 digits.
God, what a great person.
I wouldn't lose my mind.
I wish I had what he has he or a she. I figure, I don't know why. Did he say it was a he? That's why.
Well, it's hard to, in your mind, it's hard to save that much as a secretary or a nurse or a candy striper.
Yeah, stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, how much do you save doing that?
That's wrong. See, and again, new listeners just think I'm the most sexist person on the planet because of you.
This person's at almost 400K.
I want to go back to that 100,000. Oh my God, 400K.
Yeah, we're going back to that one now.
So the 100,000. You apparently had to just not have. He's saying he skipped the bar scene, but I don't think I've spent $100,000 at the bar, and I've done the bar scene.
Back in your 20s, you know how easy it was to spend $100 night.
That was my mom's money.
But like, if you took all of that from 21
maybe
to 36, and say you went out twice a weekend, that's $200 a month. Let's figure this out.
No. Wait. What was your thing again?
That's going out twice a month and spending $100 each time.
Okay.
From 21 to 36.
No, I'm 38.
Let's do your age. 38. So that's 17 years.
Okay.
Okay?
Man, that's fast.
So that's 200.
Good schooling. I'm still adding with my toes
12
right now.
Times, what did I say? 17?
17.
Okay. Just the bar scene alone.
Stop.
And that's $200 a month.
Stop.
Or $200 a month at the bar. Sometimes more, sometimes less. That's $40,000 you could have saved. $40K if you didn't go to the bar and spend $100 a night.
But I would find it elsewhere to spend. If it wasn't alcohol, I'd buy a boat.
That's what I said. Yeah. That's what I said to you when you said you should stop vaping because what is that, $60 a month? And for some reason, Tim Lays was there, and you guys attacked me on this at the same time. It was at the birthday station. And I said...
Tim Lays, the engineering god himself,
for some reason,
was in the same room with us?
He was in there mocking me with you. And I was just like, but it's only $60. I could spend that easily on something else.
See, when I was talking to you all about that, that's when I was a little bit more on the Dave Ramsey.
Yeah.
Now I'm off Dave Ramsey.
Because you just said what I said when I was 22.
Right.
There's no reason that you should have regressed this much.
What do you do that you have $400,000 in savings?
Yeah, I want to know what your yearly income is. If you had the $400,000 in savings, what is your yearly so we can know what kind of percentage you're putting in your savings and how old you are?
I got enough in my savings to last a full month. I'm 24 with 2 kids. I got $73 in savings. I make pretty good money. Your listeners are liars.
They probably are. I mean, let's be honest. It's really easy to say.
I don't have 6 months. I'd love to have 6 months into...
I'd love to have 1 month.
Let me tell you what my wife likes doing. Living over our means.
Yeah.
I like how I just blamed that on my wife.
I like to do that. I think the person who has 100,000 men...
Do you know what my wife says, though? She's like, when you guys get syndicated, though, I'm just putting this all in the universe so I can buy all these fancy things and buy these fancy drinks because I'm just putting it out in the universe that when you get syndicated, we won't have to worry about money. And I'm like, I like what you're doing.
But also...
Stop.
Please. I do the same thing, though. And I do it, though, with credit cards. And I say, we're selling this house and I'm paying off this credit card anyway. I'm basically just loaning money from myself. Which isn't a good thing to say.
Mark Cuban
but it's not true. It's true.
It's hard to relate with Cuban at all because he's so wealthy. But he said, if you have a credit card, you do not want to be wealthy.
Yes, I do.
I do too. I don't agree with you at all.
Yeah.
But no, that's what he was saying. He says anybody that has money on a credit card does not want to be wealthy at all.
I get what they're saying because if you want to be wealthy, you'll save your money and you won't spend it because the whole thing is rich people save, then they spend, and poor people spend, then they save. So if you have $100 and you wanted to save 50 and you spend 70 of it, you're going to save $30. But that rich person will save 70 and only spend 30 because they know that they need to save more for the future than spend it now. That's what my dad always said.
Man, that leads us into something we could talk about next.
Weirdest lawsuit?
No. What are trashy things for rich people, but for poor people, those trashy things are actually really classy. I'll give you a real good example.
Wooden TV trays?
Yeah.
Wooden TV trays. The ones that come with the stand.
Maybe we'll do that next.
Remind me. Hold on.
I would really like to get... We didn't get through any of the easiest ways to emasculate a guy.
Yeah, we've moved on.
Why?
I didn't even care about it when it was new.
It was so fun, though. I love it. We can go... We'll rip through them really quick.
Okay.
In the next segment, and then get into that rich person thing. What were you going to say?
I want you to remind me, because I don't have a pen, because it's propping up your camera, to tell the story about how we almost lost our jobs over TV trays.
Boy, in Terre Haute, Indiana, they love the hell out of their TV trays.
Holy cow!
Hey, Matthews, nope, I don't need to say that. Hey, more Jake and Tanner show. Just a few minutes away. Good morning. Well, good morning. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake, and boy, oh boy, the last, I don't know, week and a half, I've been feeling out of place.
Why?
Well, maybe we'll circle back.
Oh.
I mean, tell me, this is where the top of the hour is, so we just say something quickly about ourselves that maybe someone does not know.
I only want to circle back to what you say ever. My name is Tanner, and this morning was the first time that I let my dog out, and he completed both pees and poops.
Oh, that's wonderful. He's growing up so fast.
Yay! Yeah. Instead of me taking him in early so he poops in the garage.
$300 we're going to try giving away. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, the first segment of the 8 o'clock hour with the take from Jake and Tanner. We are broadcasting live on YouTube. We're kind of doing a soft open, but I don't know why we were even saying that. It's just an open. Yeah. If you want to check out what the studio looks like and hear us just like you're hearing through the radio, all you got to do is text TV to 71090. Why I feel a little out of place, and again, I was trying to work this in my brain to figure it out because I don't feel like I've ever felt like this, but maybe it's this time of year because I don't have anybody around. And we're going to Angie's parents, but again, they're basically strangers.
When do you leave for that? Are you going to be there for Christmas Day, or are you leaving on Christmas Day?
We're leaving on Christmas Eve to come back home.
Oh!
So the kids can wake up in their bed and all that.
Okay.
But yeah, like her family is not
right.
Yeah,
by
I think
the way,
so.
because then you're basically going there for a weekend.
And then I got to deal with all of her family to talk about. They're bless their heart, they're going to be nice, but if they don't listen to radio, then they have no idea. Like what they look at a morning show like their type of morning show, so they're going to ask, "Hey, what type of music do you play?" Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure because we don't play really any music.
If you ever, I got one of these and it was so out of place. But somebody asked me, "Have you ever interviewed Bon Jovi?"
Sure. Yeah, you just got to say yeah.
And I was like, "Nope, I haven't."
Or the question will be, I know I'll get this is, hey, what's your show about? If you do a talk show, what is it about? I have no idea. How do you explain that to someone? Because they'll be like, well, what do you talk about? I don't know.
Yeah.
This?
That's why I said every time that we feel like we're not worth anything, we make up for all of the little work we do explaining to somebody, one, how do you figure out what you're going to talk about? And what do you talk about?
Right.
Because that is like so
if you're a talk show, how long do you talk for? And then we'll tell them 40 minutes, an hour. That's about our content. Yep. Okay, well, how do you go for 12 minutes just talking about that one thing? I don't know. I don't know if we do. Yeah. Sure. Yes. Okay. And then my wife's not really close. She loves her parents, but she's not really close with them, obviously, because ever since when she got out of
once you got her, once you traded 2 goats and a bushel of turnips,
we ran
for her.
We ran. But you know what? Another thing I thought, maybe I'm feeling a little out of place because even yesterday I pulled into my subdivision that I never feel out of place at, and I went, it just doesn't feel. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with that vasectomy, and I feel like I'm getting because I feel older. I have not felt that old. I know that I'm getting older, and I know that I'm looking a little older, but until I'm getting a vasectomy, I went, I'm old. Because that's a thing that doesn't normally happen until you're older.
See, to me, I feel like you're a little old to be getting a vasectomy.
Really? How old do you think you should be?
Well, usually if you're going to get a vasectomy, this is how I always thought it. You do it right after you have your last kid. But Dewey's 4.
Yeah.
See, you kind of held, that's why, to me, 38 is a little older to get a vasectomy than 34, when I would have thought you would have got one.
God, I want to know that now. 7-10-90, how old were you when you got a vasectomy?
If you had your second kid, and you decided, we're not having any more children, then you would be like, okay, I'll get my vasectomy when Dewey's a newborn. But you've waited because I think you and your wife were not decided if you were going to have baby number 3.
Yeah, maybe. And then did it start getting easier, though. When they started getting older and we're like, well, we don't, if we put another one in the mix, this is going to be. But then I talked to another couple. We were at a bar, and this older couple were talking to her grandkids. on FaceTime. Which, by the way, her daughter married Paul Ryan's cousin, and that was the whole talk for 40 minutes. Nobody cares.
Who's Paul Ryan?
I think isn't he like Secretary of State or something to do with? Calvin, Paul Ryan's. My God, were they so proud of their little girl for marrying the cousin of Paul Ryan?
Paul Ryan was the.
Well, you're proud of your kids any which way. Maybe I was just mad because I don't have a mom to be proud anymore.
Yeah, he was the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives. He's handsome for a politician, but if he wasn't a politician, he's not handsome.
Well, that's the cousin.
But
I'm sorry, but then she was marrying the cousin.
The cousin, yeah.
Well, anyway, she was saying, she goes, if I could go back, we would have had that third. And I went, do you hear this, Angie? This was a week away or whatever. And I was like, it's going to be it, unless we have like a miraculous oops or whatever.
Like you've got the strongest balls. Like you defeated it.
And you looked at me, and I don't know what you were waiting. I don't know what you were waiting for. I don't know if you did it because you were like, should I have said that, or waiting for my reaction, or you had something else along with it, but you just stopped.
I wanted to
you
see
had the strongest
your face.
ball.
I wanted to know if you were going to dump me, because we can say it, but I didn't know if you wanted to dump it, and then I did want to see your face transform from, did he just say balls?
Oh!
He did. Oh,
that's funny.
But you might have they might just be powerful. And they might defeat your vasectomy.
But if you, then I started thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm feeling out of place because this is kind of the first year that everything's kind of settled down. Now, listen, stay with me for just a split second here. A few years ago, we moved to Milwaukee. Okay.
Yep.
So there was a big move, and that was around Christmas. So I wasn't even thinking about things were getting placed. That not feeling like you're a part of something, it got replaced with a new move, a new job, a neighborhood. The next year, I was so caught up in that job and so worried about it. I mean, I was worried about doing Philo, first in and last out. You know, when we go, hey, it's a Jake and Tanner show, they would criticize how I was saying that.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
they hated you.
There was so much work that needed to be done at that other show constantly that they didn't give you time to think. The next year, Christmas, we were here. So it was a brand new job and brand new move, basically. And now this year is kind of, okay, well, I'm getting a vasectomy. Well, that's done. My kids are a little older. Now my kids are in school, too. So I'm like, I called you yesterday. I go, what do I do?
And your Dewey is having his first big kid play.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And that's got to feel weird, too. And this is the first time, kind of piggybacking your moving jobs and stuff, this is the first time that you're dealing through a Christmas in a long time where you knew you were going to have a job this time next year.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really nice thing.
That's a nice thing to have, but then when that's not forefront in your brain,
you're scared and you're constantly
right.
That's what I mean. Like I called Tanner yesterday and I go, dude, what do I? Because I always talking about when my kids go to school.
You're going to do so many things. You're going to have birdhouses everywhere.
Yeah, and I just sit there now and I go thinking about all the birdhouses. I don't know. And I really do. I think maybe I'm getting the vasectomy. I want to have the vasectomy, but I mean, I think it's playing a little trip on my mind.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't know. The only feeling the weird feeling that I have is, the only way I can explain it is I feel out of place. I feel like nobody gets poor Jay. I don't want this to be a boo-hoo thing with me, but I feel out of place with a group of friends, there.
Because they're red-blooded Republicans, they're hunters. Nobody really has the same interests as you.
No.
Yeah. Because I had said this to you before, which I think was really insulting, but I said it anyway. If you didn't live in that neighborhood, I don't think you'd stay in contact with any of them.
Maybe. I mean, I really like them. I really do.
I know you do,
but it is true.
We don't. You wouldn't, because you just don't have the
interest on
the same things in common. Like, you like them as people, and they're great people, and I've met them, and they are really great people. But when it comes down to it, you guys don't have anything in common because they're men. Well, am I wrong?
No. You are very true. They are I looked this up yesterday because I think I was making people mad of what we were saying about hunters.
Yeah.
And I typed into the old Google.
Why am I broken?
Why do guys like hunting? Why is that a thing?
Okay.
And a lot of it came up, well, it was it's passed down from generation. Their dad did it, and they took him out. And that's a really great thing. If you're doing that with your son, that is an awesome thing, and you want to pass that down. And they remember stuff like that. A father-son or even a father-daughter going out hunting, that's a memory you'll have forever.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand that.
Literally anything you do minus cocaine that you do with your kids is a good
probably
thing.
Heroin. Let's just say drugs.
Drugs. Well, drinking. That's what me and my dad have in common.
That's true.
Okay. I have golf with my dad.
Okay.
You don't understand golf, and I bet you Daddy Big Hands and the other guy who I haven't created a nickname.
One of them does.
But, okay, one of them
The other one has no idea.
But they would look at something like that, or if me and my dad played video games together,
right,
which we did when we were younger, and I still like to play them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they wouldn't understand that the way that I don't understand when their dad took them hunting.
That's what I mean. I think it's a great thing that you're doing that. And again, you hearing us griping about hunters yesterday, it's a lot of joking, and we just don't do it. But please don't be offended by it. But I Googled this, and it said why guys like to hunt so much is dominance. And they said control. And if if they don't get a deer, say they didn't get one, the control and dominance makes them feel like a failure as a man. And they can get really upset about it.
Yeah, because you felt like you failed your family because you're not providing food. You feel like the one thing, because you can't do it all the time, so you have a very limited amount of time to accomplish this mission.
And back in the day, too, people surround, it's popularity, too, because you used to surround yourself, let's just say tribes or whatever. If you had more of the food, more of the meat, you were more popular, and people wanted to be, I guess, friends with you, if you will.
The popular hunt, with the good hunter. Now, I wanted to kind of go back to you getting your
vasectomy
neutered.
Which, by the way, a lot of people are saying you're correct. Man, when I'm looking at this, it looks like early 30s. A lot of people are getting your vasectomy.
That's what I always thought.
What is my problem?
Because I think you wanted that third kid.
Maybe. Also, I didn't want to pay the bill. That's a big thing, too, because the insurance was only covering so much, or I don't exactly know what.
It should cover it 100% if you have 3 or more kids. If you have 3 kids and you want to get a vasectomy, they should cover it 100%. Right. Because I don't think that anybody should have more than 2 kids.
Or if you produce a lot of ugly babies.
Ugly babies.
They should be like, we'll actually pay for your vasectomy.
If you and Ange Blanche decided to not have kids right when Dewey was born, and Dewey was a C-section, would you guys have talked about her just getting her tube tied?
Probably. Because
they're already in there. And
probably.
I know that that's a thing, because I think my sister did it, where she had her second kid, and they just said, just tie them up while you're in there.
Yeah, definitely, most likely.
Did you talk about her getting hers done instead of you?
No,
you didn't.
It was not even It wasn't even a thing. I think I did it joking around, but that wasn't even a thing because it's
that's
easy.
A major surgery, and yours is just a stab with a fork until they know that it doesn't work anymore.
Right, and they just twist it like spaghetti.
Yeah, they just
and pull.
They just
you take it home.
They put in a permanent rubber band.
Now, question. Do you have an answer? Was it a thing back in the day, the vasectomies, or were getting your tubes tied more? Because I feel like more women did it than men, and maybe that's just happened to my sister or my mom or whatever. So maybe it wasn't. That just happened more in my life.
Maybe. I guess every person that I know got fixed, they would get fixed right after a kid. So if a woman was getting, like I said, if she was going to get no more kids during the C-section or while she was in there, just tie them up. But I didn't know of a lot of men who...
Wait, that was your sister, not your...
My sister, and I think I know one other person that had children, and they just, while they were in there, just like tie them up.
Now, people are asking on the text line, when you guys shut your mics off, it's silent on the. We're talking about our. Yes. We got our cameras going in the studio right now, so you can hear. I mean, perfect audio unless your speakers are just damaged. You got to get those sweet JBLs. You remember that was a thing in computer? You get your own setup of speakers. You'd be like, I want the good computer speakers.
Yeah. One that comes with that little subwoofer that you put down by your leg.
God. Anyway, the reason they turn off is because if we play commercials or if there's a music, because we don't have enough commercials at that spot, it's against the law for you to be streaming over those over air. So that's why it's silent. By the way, you can text TV to 710 right now. Or no.
71090.
I was mixing everything together. 71090, and you can watch and hear us, and you can. A lot of people are saying, "Oh my God, this is going to be difficult to get work done now."
Yeah, and some people are asking, "Is this going to be a daily thing?" Yeah, I think so. It seems to be working. The one thing with this new camera setup, I don't think moving the logos around is a good idea. Maybe on mine, so then they just can't see what your screen is.
Oh yeah, I wanted to sit down really quick
and see how that looks.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, I think you're the same height.
And watch.
I just think you are.
Somebody said, "Oh my God, you can see Jake's silent laugh. He does laugh all the time."
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to put.
Yeah, you're the same height.
So. Wait, am I?
Yeah.
What? Hold on. No, I'm a little taller, right?
Hold on, let me watch. I'm 10 seconds behind.
Okay, so standing. Oh my God!
Yeah, just a tad. Just a tad taller.
I'm going to turn the third mic on right now, and it goes to a screen, a widescreen.
A widescreen of the show.
Boy, do I got to lose some weight, because now you can see my belly fat if I'm just sitting here.
No, it's the shirt.
Oh, okay, we'll say that. Fourth mic does nothing. Okay, and you're going to be able to soon. I think we possibly can do it now if we knew what we were doing. If we're watching any videos
we're going
on
to be
our
able
computer.
Yeah, we're going to be able to put it up on the screen, on the stream.
So that's cool. So yeah, text 71090. I can't talk.
Text TV to 71090 and you can watch us live.
Hey,
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Matthews Tire is hiring for various positions at all 6 locations. People love working at Matthews. Help them deliver superior auto service and apply now in person or MatthewsTires.com. So Madonna, that weird jealousy she has with Lady Gaga, she's at it again.
I didn't know that she had. I didn't know that she had a.
Yeah, back in 2012, I think I might even have the audio of her calling out Lady, the Gogs. And the number one richest person on YouTube, he's only 7. Now there are things we have to get to in today's Things You Need to Know. We'll do it in just a few minutes. More Jake and Tanner show next. Well, good morning. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. We have $300 we're going to try giving away. Take from Jake and Tanner. First segment of the 8 o'clock hour. Hi, my name is Jake.
My name is Tanner.
We do have, he's the other host of the show, two hosts to this god-awful show, which I thought yesterday was really rough, a rough start of the week. I wasn't there. You were good. Boy, was I not there. Remember when you said, hey, you just walked away from the mic while we were talking? I'm like, oh, yeah, I did do that.
Yeah, you literally just ended our conversation.
So are we playing these videos on...
Yeah, we can play it on if you go to the live stream, because BT Dubs, we have a live stream. Just text TV to 71090. Now, when we play videos that have audio and stuff like that, you're going to be able to watch them on the live stream.
Is this ready to go now? We got to go over here and click a button. This was another job for a producer once we get a producer. Which I've never... Man, that's going to be happening soon. Do you want to put that full screen? And... Where are we putting the producer? Because I do not want them here in this room with us.
I don't know.
All right.
That's all the stuff we got to talk about.
We are in big screen here. These are just a couple things you need to know. Someone in Austin, Texas wanted to win their neighborhood Christmas decoration contest. So they used a mannequin. Now, do you know... Have you ever saw National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase?
Never.
Okay, but there's a part in that where he's putting on Christmas lights in the house because he goes completely overboard.
Yep.
And he falls, and his whole family is inside, and they can't hear him because they're doing a Christmas party, and he just hangs there for a while, okay?
Okay. Like on the lights or whatever?
On the lights on the side of the house, on the gutter and all that. And I think he gets tangled up in the lights or what. But anyway, so they used a mannequin to recreate the scene from A Christmas Vacation, and some random guy saw it, ran to the house, and their Nest Cam picked it up.
Okay.
To see what he said, okay? Now listen to it.
Help! Well, this guy thought he was saving someone holding on for dear life. And it turns out a Northwest Austin homeowner's Christmas display may have looked a little too real.
That does!
I feel bad because now everybody's looking at him like he's kind of an idiot for doing it. It's kind of embarrassing, but it was a good thing. He saw it on the side of the road.
Because I probably wouldn't have stopped.
I know...
I might.
You are telling me that you will see a pole on the side of the road down, and you'll call up the police station and say, "Hey,
emergency.
Is there anyway? I just want to let anybody or somebody know that that's happened." I said I would never do something like that.
Siri is so.
I couldn't find any way in your music.
Siri is so useless.
And you're telling me you would just drive by?
That guy did.
Well, he's hanging up Christmas lights.
He could be a rapist.
But so could the pole.
The pole hasn't hurt anybody.
Chris Betts joins us now. And Chris, that was kind of the point.
Exactly, Quita. The Wheelers family just wanted to win a decorating contest. They spent a lot of time making this look straight out of National Lampoon's movie, and they did such a good job, someone actually called police. Sometimes Christmas wishes do
this
come
is the whole Christmas wall. Yes, the scene from the movie.
But unlike Warner Bros. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
I got young Chevy Chase and not racist he is there.
Oh my God, and thin.
Was to win the annual neighborhood contest. Instead, they gave a passerby a nearby heart attack.
He was doing everything he could to get the ladder.
Look at that house, by the way. Any house that has lights around pillars.
Yeah, if you have columns like you live in 5th century Rome,
I'll tell you what,
make too much money.
Too much money when you have pillar lights.
Yep.
And like save Clark.
All right. Can you reach it?
I kind of feel like there's no in between either. Either you have lots of money and you put Christmas lights, or you're just kind of on the poorer end and you do lots of Christmas lights. I feel like the middle income just doesn't worry about it.
No, they don't. Now, why he didn't? That guy's not talking to this guy trying to save him.
He says that. He says, "Can you hear me?"
Yeah, because he's like, "Can you reach it?" And he's still talking to him. At what point do you think
he said he thought he was dead
and still hanging on?
I don't know what you're thinking.
Doesn't know how dead works.
What a wonderful man, though.
Can you reach it?
He He even called 911. Here's an Austin police officer stopping by the house moments later.
Oh, that is the most middle class, upper middle class thing I've ever seen.
What?
This woman on the bottom who is talking to a police officer while stirring up a nice cup of coffee or a latte or something. I don't know why, but if this is a poor person, that's a Miller Lite.
Or a Mountain Dew.
Or a Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
But this person, I bet you she's going to take a sip with both hands and go,
let's find out.
He didn't give up. He was going to save whatever he had to do. He was going to save old Clark Griswold.
Leah Wheelis's sister and brother-in-law live here. They felt awful when they saw the Nest Cam video and the poor guy's reaction. It had only been up for a day, right?
Only had been up for 1 day. And so we actually put up a sign because we didn't want that to happen to anybody else.
Here's the thing.
Felt so bad.
If you're gonna put up a sign, I think you don't need the decoration. If you have to put up a sign that says this is just a Christmas decoration, I feel like that takes away from the whole point of the Christmas decoration.
yeah, probably.
I just feel like you don't. You might as well take it down if it's going to be causing that much havoc.
Yeah, this is the same thing of every Halloween. Somebody puts a mannequin hanging from a tree like they killed themselves.
Yep.
Just at some point you have to realize, maybe I shouldn't try to fake a suicide in my front yard.
Let's listen to. I think he gets interviewed. The guy
Clark G is part of our Christmas display. Please
that
do not
did
call
the saving
911.
of the mannequin.
Turns out it's just a dummy with a really realistic Clark Griswold mask and clothes from Goodwill that match the movie perfectly.
We'd love to be able to find him and reach out. We have a very special gift that we would like to give him, and we'd just like to tell him.
I don't understand people that do Christmas lights. I don't get it.
I like Christmas lights.
I don't. I think it's a thing. I mean, it's beautiful and everything, but I'm not really taking. Am I a bad dad for not doing that?
Wouldn't you feel homey? Like pulling in on a dark afternoon because it's 4?
I do, but my kids could care less.
Yeah.
I think I do,
but
and
I think
I
wouldn't if you did it. Does that make sense? I think if you did it, then eventually they would go down and say, we need Christmas lights because I grew up coming home to a nice lit house.
It's a reason. Entertainment.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Just entertainment for back. Like, lights are. Let's go look at all the bright lights because you didn't have the tube of you.
I still look at the lights, you son of a. I love it. You find me a neighborhood that's got nice Christmas lights, and if you pair that up with a radio station, hello, where's the tip jar? Because Daddy Tanner's going to drop a $5 in there.
I got things. See, my wife is big into that too. And I hate decorating. I love Christmas. I really do, but I hate decorating. I love Jesus. Jesus, the lights and Jesus. That doesn't go hand in hand. I love Jesus.
Okay. Yeah.
Jesus is my homeboy.
It's like if you didn't get a birthday cake for your kid, you hate them.
They got the guy's number from the audio of his 911 call. Remember, that was all captured on the Nest Cam. And they got a hold of him. Take a listen.
And I was trying to get him down any way I can. Except when I started talking to him, he never said nothing. I said, oh my God, I hope he's not dead. Let me call 911.
Turns out his name is Alfred. He is a retired.
Yeah, of course he's retired.
No, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to be.
I don't know what it is. My brain stopped.
That's okay. Hey, let's move over to this. Forbes magazine released their annual list of the highest paid YouTube stars. Okay, in the top is a 7-year-old.
What does he do? Does he open up stupid Kinder eggs or toys? Is there another video? Because I definitely already switched it off.
That's okay. Oh, no. We're back to the cameras or whatever.
Yep.
It's Ryan Toys Review. He's a 7-year-old. He made $22 million last year.
$22 million?
I was just thinking this yesterday because my kids watch these people on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my God, these two little girls that used to be little girls, they're like older now. And I went, oh, my God, how many years have passed? And then I went, whose house is that? And Piper says, that's their house. And then I went back to an older video of when they were little.
In a trailer?
Yes, and you fast forward 6 years, their house is humongous. We are in the wrong career.
Well, we got to ask, because Homewrecker Nathan, he has a YouTube channel. I want to know how much money he's getting from it.
What does he do on his, does he just home wreck?
Cars.
Okay, well, anyway, I don't have the audio. I thought I had that. It's just that 7-year-old just reviewing. That's all he does is review toys. all day long.
You know what? I think it's... I'll sit back and say, that's dumb. Why wouldn't a kid just want to play with it? But I'll watch people review electronics. Even electronics I don't want to get.
That's what I mean. A lot of kids love it.
Or playing... There was a point in time where I'd rather watch somebody play a video game than actually go buy that game and play it myself.
Jake Paul's number 2. He's Logan Paul's brother. God. He made $21.5 million last year.
Do I hate those Paul brothers?
Dude Perfect, whoever that is, $20 million last year.
Those are those guys that do the really... I like them, but you said, like, it's just luck, so it's not fun to watch. But they're the ones that'll be like... they'll throw a Nerf football 40 yards into a basketball hoop.
Yeah, but how many times did that take them to do that?
See, that's your thing, but I still like watching it because it's still, to me, it's awesome.
You probably know Dan TDM. Okay, he made 18.5. He's a British gamer who specializes in Minecraft. I wonder if that's the one my kid watches.
Probably. God, do I hate Minecraft too. Is PewDiePie not on there anymore?
No, he's number 9. He made 15.5 million. Jeffree Star, whoever that is, he made 18. Markiplier, is that right?
Markiplier.
He's a gamer from Hawaii, 17.5.
No, he's not.
It says gamer from Hawaii who earned 17.5.
Huh.
Jack Septiceye.
He's in there now?
He made 16 million last year.
He was the guy that I watched all the time. Like, I started following him when he had 10,000 subscribers, and now he is blowing up.
Why are we not doing this? Why? Why couldn't we do this? We're creative enough to do this.
It takes a lot of time.
How does someone get viral, though? That's another thing. Is that just luck?
Well, Jack, I know his story because I followed it. He got a shout-out from PewDiePie, which used to be the most subbed channel on YouTube, and I don't believe he is anymore. I had seen a thing that, I think some T-pop or whatever, a new channel, like a music industry out of India, now has more subscribers than PewDiePie. But what PewDiePie would do was he would take people who didn't have that many subscribers who he thought was good, and he would say, go check these guys out. And he had millions, so then...
You're telling me one guy could change somebody else's life by just saying, hey, go check out his YouTube channel.
PewDiePie, one guy in a matter of 5 years probably made Jack from living in a shed on his parents' land to now earning $16 million last year.
Logan Paul, despite the fallout from his suicide forest, he's number 10. He made $14.5 million.
I don't even know
do you feel like we could do this? I mean, we would have to have enough money. Oh, man, I feel like we could do it even after the show because we get out so early.
Well, we have an after show that we don't do. But these guys, they spend a full workday editing. Like they'll play video games for one game for 4 hours, and then they have to go through it again and find 10 to 15 minutes that is good. Then they go and edit it. And they might be like, you know what, that just sucks. So now you've spent 4 hours playing a game that you just didn't have fun with. So now you got to do it again. They put a lot of time and effort in it. Once you start making like 18 million and stuff like that, like Jack and Markiplier, they have people now. They hire people.
Well, it is. It's amazing. It
becomes a business.
It blows my mind that you can make that much money doing YouTube and become somewhat famous. Mm-hmm. That is unbelievable. Not somewhat. Do you see how I'm still not accepting it?
No, and I don't think you ever will.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think either. I think you're going to be that generation that didn't think the same people that would sit by and listen to their radio and wouldn't let TV stars become famous and be like, just watch them on a box.
Matthews Tire is hiring for various positions at all 6 locations. People love working at Matthews. Help them deliver superior auto service. And apply now in person or MatthewsTire.com. On the way, we got the Christmas tree. We got a present that we're going to give away. Also, Madonna, that weird jealousy of Lady Gaga.
Ooh, the Gogs.
She posted something on her Twitter. People are mad at her. Boy, that woman just will not, she does not want to age. She is very upset that her time in the spotlight has been over.
For a while.
Yeah. We'll talk about all that next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. So now somebody said on average, they get about 400 to 500 views a day, and we're making about $1 a day. So the person that I was just talking about that has a channel that my kids watch went from like 6 years ago to a small... All these people that my kids watch on a daily have went from a house, a normal size house, like to a big. The one I watched yesterday, I go, are they? Because it was like it was a mansion. Anyway, he had one video that we were watching, the mansion video or whatever, 2.2 million views it was 2 months ago.
That's insane.
So how many? I mean, and he's producing more videos than that a month. So I mean, how much is that if we were to figure that out? 2.2 million views.
It's hard because you get because I looked into this. There's a weird algorithm to it. If you get people to watch for a certain amount of time, you get more. If people view through your ad, how many ads you have determines how much money you get.
The guy's making a ridiculous sum of money. He has to be. And every time and there's another channel, every time the kids talk, and they're like, I like your house, and the kids will be like, oh yeah, I think we're going to be changing soon. It's like their fourth house they're moving. They keep going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
And they will end up being bankrupt because what their stupid parents are doing is taking all of this money,
house money,
and they're like, why should we live in this 4-bedroom, 3-bath house when we definitely could afford a 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom house? And they just keep moving up. And then when the YouTube channel dies because their kids don't want to do it anymore because they're realizing the kids are going to stay small forever.
That's what I mean. Those kids go to college and they don't want to do the YouTube videos anymore.
Yeah, and then
I wonder
the YouTube dies, and then they are stuck with this giant house and this giant land tax.
Person that my kids watch are all young kids. And I just thought that yesterday. Well, what happens when the one sister goes and then there's only that one? Are they going to continue doing it? And then after that, what happens? Really, what happens? You got to make your money in the next 5 years or you're done. The first person that I noticed that was young, and I go, well, that can't be his house because young people
don't deserve houses.
Like that was that Roman Atwood. Because he was doing, I think he was pranking his wife or something all the time in that magnificent house he had.
And then he received, there was I think it was him. Was it him or was it another prank group? I watched like from riches to rags or whatever with Facebook. He was a stunt channel too and a prank channel. And he ended up doing one where it was, he was going around pinching girls' butts at the beach or slapping them, spanking them. And then everybody started freaking out on him because it was sexual assault.
Did he lose it all?
Here was his conundrum. He was either going to lose all of his viewers because he's, assaulting women in public, or he had to tell the truth and say, I knew all those women and it was all set up. Now his pranks aren't as good anymore.
Oh, so wait a minute. So did he still make a ton of money?
He made all that money, but now his channel's dead. He has no subscribers. He's not getting views anymore because he had to go out there and say, my pranks are fake.
Kind of like
those women knew what they were getting into. They knew that I was going to do that. It was all filmed and scripted out. So then people were like, well, I don't want to watch your stupid scripted pranks because that's not what make pranks fun.
You think if Jackass was around the time YouTube was a thing, you think just Jackass do you think Johnny Knoxville would have made all of his money on YouTube rather than selling it to MTV and all that? And getting into movies that way?
Maybe.
Because they were before...
That was the place to watch people get hurt.
Was MTV,
basically. MTV in the show Jackass. But you're right. I don't know how successful they would be if they didn't. If YouTube was around and everybody was getting hurt.
That story you were telling me about, it reminded me... We are going to pick somebody. We're going to pick a caller 9, by the way, for this...
Yep.
Christmas tree. I don't know if I said this. Hey, it's a Jake and Tanner show. I'm Jake.
I'm Tanner.
Reminded me that I forget the guy's name, but he did, maybe this was before pre-internet, probably, Girls Gone Wild. And he made do you remember that? It was an infomercial?
Yeah.
Where it came on late at night where it was just girls at the spring break.
Their biggest viewers were dads sleeping on the chair.
Yeah. And Brad Pitt, he loved him apparently.
Did he really?
He wore the hats and everything because he ordered them. Well, anyway, so he ended up losing everything, literally everything, because everybody sued him.
Yeah, didn't he buy an island and they were basically just, sexually assaulting women?
That's what they were just feeding them with alcohol and saying, here, you get a shirt. And sign this consent form, but the problem is they were all so drunk, and that's what happened with the court. They were like, but they were out of their mind when you didn't ask a sober mind to sign off on that.
It changed from you couldn't just say yes. You had to be of sound mind.
Well, and he went to prison for it for a few years.
That is technically
his name? Joe
Biden.
No, Joe Biden started it.
Somebody said on here, just going right back to
Jackass.
No, YouTube. So best rule is to go 1 million views equals about $2,000.
So he's making $4,000 just on that video, and that's
20. You said 22 million.
No, I'm sorry, 2.2 million.
2.2 million. Yeah, he made $4,000 on that video. Now, if he puts
but now in 4 months, if he keeps getting more views, he's getting more money off of that video, right?
That's why.
Yes. But you only get that one time, correct?
No, it keeps.
No, but like that, if 2.2 million, say nobody else clicks on that, he got $4,000, that's it.
For that video, yep.
He's all done.
It's not
then.
like it just keeps accruing, no. Now, let me look at, because I know the guy that I used to watch, and I don't anymore because I just don't want to. Wow, he's already up to 20,000 views, or 20,000 subscribers. It's a Jacksepticeye. He puts out about 2 videos a day. Maybe one now, but I know when I was watching him, it was about 2 videos a day. And I think it might only be 1 video a day, but he's got 1.2, so he's making a little over $2,000 a day. If you put somebody with 20,000 subscribers, he's got 1 million views on each video. That's $2,000 a day. That's
just so crazy. How can you
$1,000?
How can anybody be unemployed in today's world?
Well, not everybody is.
Well, I'm just saying with technology. I'm just saying because you can Uber.
Yeah, and you could be a cam girl.
Yeah, you can do that. I thought about being a cam girl. I asked my wife. I go, my whole idea. It's too late to talk about it, but man, my idea would work.
2 masks.
Yes. Nobody knows.
No.
I mean, you would. You'd be our biggest.
I would.
Supplier.
Honestly, if I found out, and it's almost not a fetish, but it's almost a it could be. But it's almost a dream of mine. Oh, which by the way, I have a dream that I need to tell you about because I woke up crying.
Let's do that in the next segment. I'm excited about that. Anytime Tanner cries, I'm very excited.
To be roaming through the hub, looking for sinners. Because I'm not on there for anything else.
You just like to preach the Bible to these people in the comment section. I get it.
And seeing a aerial shot behind your shoulder and just noticing your winged neck tattoo and saying, here it is! And just watching
let me tell you something.
And your wife.
Let me tell you something. When I was doing the same thing looking for sinners, this was years ago.
Yep.
And preaching the Bible, because this is where I try to find my flock.
Yeah, well, yeah, hey, go where people need to be saved.
Mm-hmm, right, and that's exactly where it is.
Never forget.
I found one that I went, well, I got to look at that, because that looks identical to my wife. And
Did you question her on it? Be like, Angie, is this you?
I sent it to my buddy, and I go,
weird.
No, I had to, because I know my wife never did that.
But you know that now your buddy...
Oh, yeah, because I go...
your wife, basically.
He goes, that is unbelievable. It's even her mannerisms. It was everything.
That's funny.
Yeah, I made my wife watch it. I go, is that you?
That's really...
Because it really... I had to watch it at least 20 times. Maybe 25.
But you gotta... This is bothering me. Because you know your friend did that and thought of your wife.
Well, I don't know.
Just watch it. Oh no, you know he did. You sent him a porno.
Yeah, probably.
And thought about your wife.
Oh, he probably did.
Yeah, you sent it to him.
Yeah, why'd I do that?
You basically shared personal photos on your phone with your buddy. And said, here, let me give you these for
so that's why. Yeah, but now you're right. Yeah, what's wrong with
would
me?
you watch one that with a girl that looked like your mom? Yeah, little too close, isn't it?
Hey, I want to read this. Some of the guys from Jackass did start out making videos on YouTube. Their group was called CKY. Well, Jackass started in like 2000 on MTV, and I think YouTube was 2004. Five. So I think you're wrong on that.
Yeah.
I think you're way wrong, and I want to let you know, 7703.
Yeah.
Actually, we might call you just to tell you how wrong you are. Mm-hmm. You're caller 9!
Yay!
Yeah!
Who's this?
This is Tom.
Hi, Tom. Tom, now what this means is you get to pick a gift from under our Christmas tree. Do you see what we did there?
Because we're on Kiss FM.
A lot of PDs and salespeople love the heck out of like changing the words.
Do you think this is the one Kiss FM in the entire country that has a Christmas tree?
I bet you.
I bet you. Super original.
All right, so you get to pick. What was your name again? Tom?
Yeah.
Tom, yeah.
Tom, you get to pick out of 3 gifts, okay? 1 looks like a shoelace. It is a shoelace.
It is just a shoelace.
Yeah.
2 is, I would say it's like a cone.
Yep.
But it looks sexist.
Yeah.
It's a sexist cone.
And a little racist.
Yeah, it's a sexist, racist cone.
And the other one is just wet and gooey. Just wet and gooey.
Yeah,
Sticky if you touch it.
Yep.
And it might just stick to ya, but you got to unwrap it somehow. What do you pick?
The wet and gooey one, is that moist?
It's a little moist as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's once again, it's a weird thing because it's sticky and wet.
And it's damp and dry.
Yeah. It's like a mud.
Yeah. But if mud was dry and wet.
But it's like mud on a sandcastle when you put your hand into it and the outer layer is really wet and gooey and then the inside is dry and crusty.
Right. So think about it like that.
I think I'll go with the shoelace.
You just want a shoelace? We told you it was a shoelace.
Fine. He wins. A shoelace.
No, we can't.
Oh. Stand by. We got to wait for this. This just played. Hold on. It's because I push wrong buttons all the time. All right, go ahead. Yeah, you're gonna unwrap that.
You have to pick a different one.
Oh, you got to pick a different one.
We can't give you a starter or a K-Swiss.
Pick the wet, gooey, dry one.
Yeah, pick that one. Let's see what that is.
All right, let's do the wet, gooey, dry, moist one.
You gotta unwrap it.
Make your sound.
Okay.
That's weird.
Ew, why does that just sound suctiony?
And you win this! It's... Oh, dang it! How do I not pick the right one? So stupid!
How did you do it again?
All right. There. Now the other one is in. We are ready to go. You win a, looks like, Cellcom. Fusion Bio, the whole business, bioactivity tracker, Samsung Level U, Bluetooth earphones. It is $160 value.
Woo! Hey, those headphones are the ones that you have, right? How do you like them, Jake? How do they fit in your orifices?
Well, I have big ear holes, and they fit right into that hole. Feel my ear hole. Put your finger in there. No, it goes deep. It feels like you can touch.
I'm not doing
Just do it. Feel that sucker.
Why do you always have to get on the table?
If you're not going to feel it, it's just weird.
Well, you made it weird. You made it so awkward.
Again, talking about wet, damp, and dry. Right in that old ear hole.
Ever had a pimple on the inside of your ear?
It's the worst.
Yeah, it is. It is terrible.
So you're going to win that Bluetooth earphones and, again, $160 value. You can come pick those up today if you want.
Yeah, no, like you have that option. You do whatever you want.
We're going to put you on hold, though, and get all your info, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, I love you. Hey, we love you, Tom.
Hey, love you.
Say it.
I love you.
Oh, God. I got weird. We're married.
He made it like
a little bit too real.
Yeah.
Speaking of games, we're going to try giving away $300.
Next.
With the take from Jake and Tanner. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union. Hang on. On the way, $300 going to try giving away with a take from Jake and Tanner. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union. That's just in a few minutes. Hi, my name is Jake, and man, my wife this year is going crazy with Christmas things and the decorations around the house. I have a wooden log snowman right now that costs me $53. That's right. That's right.
And see, this is what I do when my wife wants to buy stupid things like that. I'll say, I'll just make one. Don't worry about it.
I could have, too. I could have.
You just never make it.
There is two hosts. I'm one of those. This god-awful show. Tanner's the other one.
Yeah, I'm here, and I do things as well.
You do. Oh, by the way, tell them where they can watch us live.
Hey, if you text JT to 71090, you'll get our podcast. But if you want to watch us live, you can text TV.
TV.
Like a television.
T is in T, and V is in V.
TV to 71090, and you can watch us live. Coming at you live from the studio.
So, I said we would circle back to this just before we're going to take from Jake and Tanner. My nephew.
Yes.
Not the older one, the younger one, who's, I don't know, 21? Is he 21? Something like that. He's in jail because he's done a lot of naughty things.
Yeah.
A lot of drugs, a lot of missing probation, a lot of not caring if he goes and tries to get help kind of ordeal.
Yeah.
Very YOLO!
His newest one is he allegedly stole a car, then stole a credit card and put $2,000 on it. His story is they found a car.
In the woods.
In the woods. And went to go look and see whose car it was, found a credit card and put $2,000 on it.
Now, nobody knows exactly. I always call my other nephew and say, hey, did you hear anything? He never hears anything. So I went to... Did you see all this? This is his rap sheet,
I don't know exactly how to read it, but I know that my rap sheet does not have multiple pages.
So you go... I was looking at this. There's 4 different times. 2 of the cases are open. The other 2 are closed. Okay. The ones that are open has 6 pages on that one.
Can I see that? Because that doesn't make sense.
Okay. Well, let me go back. Let me talk in the mic. That would help. So it starts in September 25th of 2018, and it has 6 pages of probation. Appears in. It's telling exactly.
Those aren't.
Well, they are, but not all of them.
They're not all charges.
Like bench warrant, failed to appear, things like that.
Yeah, not all of the, like, a warrant has been issued. Like, not all of them are things he's done wrong. They're just kind of a timeline of what he's done.
Right, let me go through the timeline.
But still, 6 pages.
Well, that's only that one. Then you go down here, and this one has, like, 4 pages.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know how you do. I don't know.
Missed PBTS. Whatever that is. Is that portable breathalyzer? PBTS?
Breath test syndrome.
Would that make sense?
I don't know. What is the numbers?
Oh, crap.
I mean, the letters?
P is in P, B is in PB.
Wait.
T is in PBT, and S is in PBTS.
God, did that just not help me at all? What?
I think it's portable breathalyzer test syndrome. I think it's a disease.
Why would this syndrome be there?
I don't know.
Google thinks I'm trying to figure out what BTS stands for.
That's Backstreet Boys. No, it's BST. Again, stupid Peel City High School. And it's not T.V. It's TV. Text it to 71090. Anyway, let me just rip through these. Failed to provide proof. Failed to provide proof. Failed to make payments. Video probation violation.
Preliminary breath test.
Hearing held.
Maybe.
And then they gave him a warrant out for his arrest, but I'm pretty sure he's in jail. So I don't know how that would work. God, I want to talk to him. We could. I could exploit him.
I figured out what it means.
Okay.
PBTS, right? Mm-hmm. Planet Beach Tanning Salon.
Oh, I wonder what he got in trouble with that. Maybe too much tanning or not enough, or maybe he didn't pay his monthly charge.
He does have some of your genes in it,
so
he's not going to tan well.
Right. No, I tan. I tan.
Prove it. Where?
Oh, I tan. How? I tan. I never get burnt. Never. I got great skin for tanning.
BS.
No, I do.
You got a Planet Fitness black card.
Yeah.
Go tan.
Oh, I have to. I'm going to have to.
No, go tan. By the way, my wife found...
No, I have to for Mexico.
My wife found these in
Yellow
a pair
jackets.
of pants.
Oh, you are the...
They're my tanning goggles.
I really hate you. No, I'm really annoyed with you right now. Because I didn't really think you did it.
I don't tan.
What do you have the goggles for?
Don't worry about it.
Do you weld with them?
You can't weld with them.
I don't know. What do you do with tanning
These
goggles?
are for the total body thing at Planet Fitness.
Oh, wait. For
the infrared lights.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, do you feel different with those, with the infrared?
Yeah.
You do?
I do. I feel more powerful. I feel more sexy. Everything when you get out looks green, but I feel good. Well, just for a minute, because you stared at lights for 10 minutes.
I might be going there today.
Which one are you going to?
I'm not telling.
No, I don't want to know.
Why?
No, tell me. Tell me which one you're going to.
Why do you not want to be at the gym with me?
I don't know.
I'm going to work out right next to you.
Don't do it.
And I'm not going to wear headphones so you know I can hear you breathe.
I feel like you've said that to somebody while they were sleeping. I can hear you breathe.
This morning, my wife got super mad at me because, again, I know she was acting like she ignored me, but I went up there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I put my finger in her ear hole.
What? Oh.
No, just her ear hole.
Woo.
Yeah, and I went screechy, screechy, and she just left it there, and I kept doing it until she swatted it away.
Have you ever kissed? Have you ever kissed your wife before you left for work?
Nah.
But it was so dark in the room that you didn't exactly know how far she was.
So you went to her bathing suit?
No. But so when I get ready to kiss, I go I get my jaw ready.
And your tongue goes out a little bit.
Yeah,
it's really
I gotta
weird.
Get everything loosened up. I'll go like this. But
that's not right.
She was closer than I thought, so this morning I just licked your forehead.
Wait a minute. So you actually do? You actually stick your... I was joking. You actually stick your tongue out?
Well, I was like... Because I don't like having dry lips when I kiss.
Ooh, I don't like wet ones.
Why wouldn't you want wet lips?
Well, I don't want super
dry. Let me
dry
my lips off. No, we're not doing this.
I was getting ready.
No,
finally, it's happening.
Can I tell you about the dream I had?
I really want you to. Then we're going to get into a take from Jake and Tanner because we do have to get into that.
Well, then let's save this because I don't know how long it's going to take. And we can just do take from Jake and Tanner now because we only got 5 minutes anyway, or 4 minutes.
What is your problem?
Well, I just like to stay on time. Well, I try to.
All right. Well, you know what this sound is? We got to try giving away money.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of it.
I'm not going to. Like I said, I would love nothing more than to not have to pay this money because if they don't sign on next year, then we just cut the game out and we didn't have to pay anybody.
That's very true. It is Take from Jake and Tanner. $300. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union Life Stage Personal Guidance. 5 questions. I'm going to ask those. Tanner's going to be outside in his soundproof booth.
Yep.
Or I don't know if he just goes out there and covers his ears and goes... I
go listen to Rick and Len.
Oh, okay. Let's find your opponent really quick, and then we'll explain the game. Hi, who's this?
It's Danny.
Hi, Danny. Danny, have you won in the last how many days?
I have not.
Never. Good.
It's been 6 months since I played.
Good. Danny, you're going to be playing against Tanner today. 5 questions. If you get stuck, remember you can pass. Time willing, we'll get back to that question. Now, Tanner will come back into the room when you're done, but he's not going to be able to hear your questions or your answers. He'll come back in and get asked the same questions, but he's going to try to beat you. All right?
Okay.
Danny, if you have us on speaker, it'd be a great time to take us off.
Yeah.
I do not.
Perfect.
Okay.
I know the rules.
You just have a weird speaker voice.
Tanner, please leave the room. Do not insult the contestant. Tanner's leaving.
I can't wait to beat him. He's so easy.
All right. Did you win last time you played 6 months ago?
Heck no. You whooped my butt.
Here we go, Danny.
All right.
Question will begin when I'm done reading the first sentence.
There we go.
What was the hunchback of Notre Dame's name, or Notre Dame's name?
Quasimodo.
How many strings does a common violin have?
4.
What state is nicknamed the Volunteer State?
Tennessee.
The Walker Cup is competed for which sport?
Pass.
In the film Babe, what type of animal was Babe?
Pig.
The Walker Cup is competed for in which sport?
Golf.
Tanner! I will tell you, he answered quickly. Oh, my God, you look like you're in a band. Oh, my God, look at the camera. He looks like, oh my, you look like straight up like out of Fallout Boy or whatever that band is.
I'm keeping it.
I would too. You look like you hate your dad, and you write songs about it. Tanner put his hair right down, his bangs right down in one of his eyes.
Man, do I love my hair.
You
look too girly. I gotta switch that back. I look too much like my sister.
If you want to see what we see, all you got to do is text TV to 71090. How do you think you did, Danny?
I feel pretty confident.
Oh, crap. He beat the timer, you're saying?
He did. He was quick. And he passed on one and came back.
And got... Ooh.
You know how this works. Are you ready, Tanner?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Okay. What was the hunchback of Notre Dame's name?
Pass.
How many strings does a common violin have?
4.
What is the state? What state is nicknamed Volunteer State?
Delaware.
The Walker Cup is competed for in which sport?
Golf.
In the film Babe, what type of animal is Babe?
Pig.
What was the hunchback of Notre Dame's name?
Gustav. I don't know. Man, I don't feel confident. I know I got 2, and that's it.
Yeah!
Woo! Cocky! Very cocky. Now stand by. It is for $300 today. Again, big thanks to Prosperity Credit Union, Life Stage Personal Guidance. What was the hunchback in Notre Dame's name?
Quasimodo.
Danny said Quasimodo.
Damn, you're right.
Tanner said Gustav. That is 1 point for Danny.
Damn.
How many strings does a common violin have? Well, you both said 4. 4 is correct. Big thanks, by the way, to Know-It-All Noah for doing this trivia. Makes my life 100 times easier. What state is nicknamed the Volunteer State? What did he... he said Tennessee. Tanner, you said... Delaware. Tennessee is correct.
Oh,
it is
no.
3-2-1 right now. The Walker Cup competed for what sport? You both said golf. Both are correct. In the film Babe, what type of animal is Babe? You both said pig. Danny, $300 is yours.
Did he go
today.
5 for 5?
Yeah. All 5.
Good job. I don't even feel bad.
No,
I
thought Quasimodo. I didn't think either of you would have got that. He knew all of these quickly, too.
I do not feel bad about losing. You deserved that $300.
$300 you're going to write you a check for, okay?
Perfect.
All right, hang on real quick.
You.
So we're back down to 20, which we're trying to get that changed next year for our new game here.
Yeah.
So it'll be hopefully just a little bit more so you don't start all the way at 20. But $20 tomorrow for your Wednesday show. Let me say this really quick. Matthews Tire is hiring for various positions at all 6 locations. People love working at Matthews. Help them deliver superior auto service and apply now in person or MatthewsTire.com. Tanner last night maybe, woke up crying from a dream. He wants to explain that dream. Will you do that?
Yeah.
I'll do that next. Jake and Tanner Show. I guess you can just swing over. It's Jake and Tanner Show. You want to watch us live? You can do that in their studio. We got a new camera set up. All you got to do is text TV to 71090, and we'll stream right into your workplace. And then that person that hates us, you're one of your coworkers that doesn't like the Jake and Tanner Show at all, now you can not only have them listen beside you, but now you can force them to watch us. Just turn your computer around. I'm looking at it as like desks are bumped up to each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like The Office. Like the actual office.
Right, that's what I mean. So TV to 71090, and you can check out the new in-studio cameras. That comes along with audio, by the way.
Yeah, so you'd be able to hear everything on the radio, just you'd be able to also see some stuff.
We're also going to, I think, be playing a couple videos, and you get to watch what we're watching.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that there was a split screen on that. I thought when they were watching our videos,
they could only
it was
see the video?
only just the video, but they get to see
They get
us.
to see us, too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'll switch it. You ready?
Oh, you're going to switch right now?
Yeah,
that's fine. So, let me tell this story really quick. A substitute teacher.
Okay.
In New Jersey. Boy, that's not that accent. Hi, my name is Jake. I can't do accents.
My name's Tanner, and I can't do that accent.
You can do a Jersey one. I bet you can.
I bet you can.
I bet you it's close. Hey, this is Paul. I'm from Jersey.
I really want to do a Jersey accent. I practice in the car. I can't.
I bet you can get close. Hey, Tanner. My name's Paulie. Oh, that's not bad. My name's Paulie. Right?
The only reason that's not racist is because they're white.
It is so true. Anyway, try it. Say, hey, Tiana.
Hey, yo, Jay, get out of here.
That's all right. It sounds a little Travolta-y, and
No,
anyway,
it's not gonna work out for me.
So a school district in New Jersey had to apologize after a substitute teacher told her students. I'll be careful with this. They was sharing news about Santa Claus.
Oh, like where he comes from,
right?
Stuff that kids, the nitty gritty that kids don't need to know about.
First graders.
Oh yeah, they definitely don't need to know about the nitty gritty.
They sent a letter out to the parents saying it was kind of poor judgment, better than a Lice email. We just got a Lice email, and it's like, hey, don't worry, the kids, just check your. I had to deal with Lice.
I remember that.
I feel so bad for anybody that is dealing with Lice right now. It is the worst.
And you learn too much.
Oh, I got right into it. I went to a Nitpicker. Do you know what a Nitpicker? Actually, I think they're right over in Green Bay, the Nitpickers. And they actually take each strand of hair, take that little lice egg, and pull it out. Another strand. Pull it out. Man, they're fast.
How long did it take?
And they were like MMA fighters, these guys, and they're making side money doing it.
Why? How do you even get into it? Was it in his house?
He got into it because I think he learned from it in Florida because there was a nitpicking school in Florida.
It seems like Florida, their national bug is the lice.
But wait, now lice cling to clean heads. Just FYI, it doesn't mean you're dirty. It's only clean heads. I swear to God.
I don't think it's only clean heads.
I'm telling you, they are trying. If you get lice, it's because your head is clean.
Yes, I knew dirty kids in school that had lice.
I swear to God. Well, that's probably because they didn't do anything about it afterwards.
Lice.
Because I learned, again, you're telling me I learned way too much about it.
Like clean hair. Okay, somebody's already Googled this.
All right, good.
Professor Ricky Sparre, or Spear.
Yeah, he sounds like a guy that would study lice.
Many years researching these pesky little critters, and he says there's no evidence to support the theory that lice prefer to live in clean hair.
Wait, what? Have I been lied to by those nitpickers?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, God.
Hey, so I actually own the Nitpicking salon in Green Bay.
Oh, you do?
Do you remember Jay?
No, wait a minute. I went to some dude's house in his basement, Lo. So I think are you recent? Because this was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, we opened about 2 years ago. Do you want to know what the name of our business is?
You can plug it. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
You're gonna no, because I think you're gonna love it. It's called Notorious B.U.G.
Ah! Notorious B.U.G. That is fabulous.
Are you looking for a job?
You can be our producer.
Yes.
Hey, listen. What's your name, by the way? Hello? Oh, she just jumped on.
Did you just promote mic drop after Notorious B.U.G.?
But I'm telling you, if you need it, if your kid has lice and you don't want to use the chemicals on you, because I'm telling those chemicals they literally say wear gloves before put this on with gloves on your kid's head and you're rubbing it in your kid's scalp, but you have to wear gloves. So I mean, it always sucks.
Weird.
So I mean, if you want it like a more, I guess, organic way, it takes longer. Either shave the hair. Or I really would suggest nitpicking. So you're telling me out of this whole, is that what they just tell people to make them feel better?
Yes, it has to be, because right here, rumor, head lice only like clean hair. False. Head lice like all sorts of hair, dirty or clean. Interestingly, the rumor used to be that head lice only like, the rumor used to be head lice only like dirty hair, and it seems that the myth has been changed, so at least people with head lice could claim they have wonderfully clean hair.
So it's to make
people,
the person...
It used to be dirty hair people only get lice, so then people who were getting lice
we're saying no, it's attracted.
The rumor.
It's kind of like the
So you're still dirty. You're still dirty.
Oh my god! Hi, who's this? Did we get mic drop?
You got mic drop before you even said anything.
Somebody said, my mom works in a daycare and lice have a harder time clinging to dirty hair because they can't grip. I just don't believe it's true now. Now I look at that and like, you're stupid.
Yeah, you're a big idiot.
Somebody said instead of using lice shampoo, you can use apple vinegar to wash their hair, and because vinegar kills the lice.
Okay, what is this? What is it? It was coconut oil a few years ago, but everybody... Like, put coconut oil in your coffee. It'll make you feel better. Put coconut oil on your skin. It'll make your skin better. Put coconut oil in your hair. It'll make it better.
Make the lice go away.
Apple cider vinegar. We're here. We're just not talking to you yet, but now it's your turn.
Hi, Joanne.
I have been dealing with lice with my daughter since, like, July, and I am ready to just jump out of a window.
Wait. Have you went to a nitpicker?
No, they charge like $100 an hour.
Oh, yeah, you just got to name drop yourself, and they give it to you for free sometimes.
Yeah. And to top it off, I was doing the chemicals for her head, and she got a staph infection because of how strong it was. She had like dots all over her face for like a week, and she had to go on antibiotics.
Why don't we do this? Well, since we just gave free publicity for Notorious B.U.G., you should call back and help this girl out with her daughter that's been having to deal with lice since this summer. So if you're listening, Notorious B.U.G., which we're dropping you again, 866-916-0959.
I'll tell you what, on Google, if I typed in NITOR, and the second thing, or the first thing really, that came up was with Notorious Bug Green Bay.
No kidding.
So you must be really making a good name for yourself.
So hang on really quick. What's your name, by the way? I just called you Joanne, but what's your name?
My name is Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. Hi, who's this?
Hi. Hey, it's Monica from Notorious B.U.G.
Can you help Danielle out?
Of course I can.
Danielle, you should go visit the Notorious B.U.G., which is just an incredible... I love saying it.
It is amazing.
I know. How much is it? Because I looked it up and...
Hold on. Both of you are talking. Yeah. Hang on. So what were you saying, Danielle? This question is to you. Did you say your name's Monica?
Yes.
Okay, Danielle, go ahead.
How much do you guys charge? Because I read like $100 an hour, and I can't do that.
Yeah. So we charge per treatment, and it's $135 per treatment.
Which is 2 hours. I'm looking at.
Well, and it depends on how many times your kid or whoever has it is going to need to come back, depending on how bad it is.
It's a one-time charge, and it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending how bad the infestation is.
And do you guarantee? I mean, do you if they get it back, then if you didn't get all the eggs out or whatever?
Yeah. Do you have some sort of guarantee?
So what we do is, so we can't control who you're involved with after you leave our office, but we do 2 follow-up rechecks within 2 weeks after your appointment. So we basically walk you through at least 2 weeks post-treatment.
Now, what about her house? Because she says she's been doing this for since July.
So
is there a way that, like, are these lice now structurally sound to her house? Like, are they taking over?
No, so I'm going to drop a major bomb of truth on you guys. Lice do not live off of the head. And I know you're going to get people tweeting in saying, yes, they do. I promise you they do not live off the head longer than 24 hours.
So you're saying they're dead when they leave the head in 24 hours.
So it's not...
Yeah.
You don't have to take everything in your house and put it through a lye... burn check and everything. Yeah. Just go on vacation for 24 hours.
Speaking of those bombs, remember those foggers? My parents used to let me. I used to play like it was like war when I was a kid because my family would let me go in there and let them all off, and you'd just be breathing it when you're trying to escape the house.
Yeah, because you and your dumb head, you would be like, I'm going to start the one next to the door first, and then work my way back.
Crawling through a window, hacking, coughing up blood. That's what's wrong with my children. All right, so Danielle, you need to contact
Notorious B.U.G.
And tell them to help you out and tell them to give you more deals than actually charging you the full price.
Give her the foster kid rate.
Yeah.
Because that's a weird thing that... No, really, there's on her website, she has a foster kid rate.
What?
Hey, how about this? Any of your listeners that mentioned that they heard me talking to you guys on the air this morning, through the month of December, I will give them a discount. I'm going to go ahead and give 20% off of treatment. How about that?
20% off if you... So go get Lice. Go rub your heads together. You're going to get 20% off.
Yeah. Go find Danielle and just touch her, and you're just going to... It's going to crawl up your arm like a weird snake. Danielle, do you have lice? Do you have lice?
Oh, I've kept it contained from one of my kids. I have 3 kids, and it's just one of them.
Oh, I guess we know who your least favorite is.
No kidding, the one that's not going to college.
You can keep the other 2 from getting it, but you can't get it off the one's head.
Yeah.
How big are those suckers getting? They got to look like little cats by now.
Do they fly?
See, that's the thing.
They don't fly.
They just jump real high?
Mm-hmm.
Keep coming back. Nope.
Do they jump? Can they jump and, like, pick your kid up? I mean,
No, wait, hold on. Lice don't jump. Fleas jump.
Fleas are magical creatures. All right,
lice doesn't jump or fly.
Danielle, Monica, you guys get a hold of each other. You talk good to each other.
All
okay.
Right, thanks, guys.
All right, love you guys. Take care.
Bye.
But I really don't wish it on anyone. Oh boy, my God, I didn't even get through that whole story yet.
I already switched it back. We're not doing that anymore. It's just on us now because it was boring.
What? Just that screen?
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying.
I'm so much blurrier than you.
You are? Let me see. By the way, if you want to see what we're seeing, text TV
to 710.
Yeah, it is weird. Is it the light? Is it that light?
10. No, it's just mine zoomed in a little bit farther.
Maybe you're just kind of a blurry person.
Like I said, I think I have Bigfoot syndrome. I just don't take camera good. Photos good?
Yeah, that's either way. I get it. I understand. On the way, I do want to talk about, we didn't get to it today, but or earlier this morning, Madonna being a little jealous of Lady Gaga.
The Gogs.
Talk about it. Why? Next, Jake and Tanner Show. Man, we are in the last segment of the show. Time flies when you're having an A-OK time. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. My name is Jake. Tanner, the other host of the show.
Hi.
Prosperity Credit Union, I need to say, with LifeStage personal guidance, Danny won today would take from Jake and Tanner, so they got to put $20 tomorrow. We're back down to 20, but we'll get it back up there. No problem.
And he didn't just beat me.
Yeah.
He destroyed me. 5-3.
Oh, I wanted to talk about the dream. Let's talk before we get into the whole Madonna thing. What happened with your dream that made you you woke up crying?
I had a dream that we were running JTX 2019, and I was off the wagon, and I got too drunk, and I couldn't finish the second half of the show, and you did it without me, and I was just in the back.
Oh, just like sitting there?
Yeah, in the back, because I was
how awful would
hammered.
That be?
And I was like, what a really scary thing.
That's like, oh, that possibly could happen.
Yeah, it was a weird thing, because I was like, that's not okay. So that's why I'm not going to drink at JTX at all.
I would have if that would have really happened, I would have tried to get your bonus along with mine.
Yeah, right? Because at least half of it.
Yeah, right.
But I just remember people came up to me and said, Jake's doing a lot of really fun stuff up there, and I was like, I know, I planned half of it.
I don't know if I've ever woke up crying from...
I had tears in my eyes for sure, because that was such a weird, because I was breaking down in the dream too.
I have a lot of dreams. That's fun. Let's just do deciphering dreams right now. 7,
We've
10,
done
90.
that before.
Hey, by the way, if anybody ever had a dream about us? I would love to hear those. 866-916-0959 or 71090. What were we doing, and why were we in your dream?
That one lady, the girl who did pick your weapon or whatever at JTX, she said, I had a sex dream about you. And I said,
oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm so sorry. Because it had to be disappointing.
Was it very quick in the dream, too?
Yeah, there's no way.
Was I crying?
Yeah.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, it's Kyle on delay.
What's up, Kyle on delay?
Did you have a sex dream about us?
It's okay if you
did. We're asking, but I assume you have.
Are these questions you really want to know?
Yeah, kind of.
That's why we asked.
No, I don't have a radio today, so I'm listening to podcasts from August.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle, love
Haven't
you to
learned
death.
Anything from 3430?
Love you to death, Kyle, but you can't call and say I'm not listening live.
Kyle on delay. Oh, but he's on delay. Get it? Oh, I get it. With his character. He's like, he wants to talk about what happened yesterday on the podcast.
Oh.
I get it. Kyle on delay, staying in character. Hey, by the way, thanks for those birthday gifts, man. That was awesome.
Absolutely.
Love you, buddy.
He re-gifted them to his children.
By the way, text TV to 71090 so you can watch us live in the studio.
Right here, I've had a few dreams, mostly inappropriate dreams about Jake. Kyle.
Kyle on delay.
No, let's see if this person ever said their name so we can find out if it is a...
I would...
nope.
I have a lot of dreams about bridges with water underneath, and I am always terrified because I'm always losing my direction, like on which way to go, but it's always bridges. Huge bridges.
Man, do I feel like
humongous bridges with water.
You can't really screw up that. I mean, if you turn off of a bridge because you're bad at directions.
These roads are like connected to one another, and you got to take a right and you go over another bridge. It's like I'm lost on the bridge, or it's really scary to go over this bridge, and I never want to fall in the water. Also, man, decipher that. What are you doing? Google that. Ask Jeeves.
Maybe it's you're terrified of the unknown, because when you're on a bridge, all you see is water and road. There's nothing else. So you're moving forward, but it's freaking you out because you can't see what's on the other side.
Nope. It means I'm in love with my mom. That's what I just Googled.
Cool. Oh, we had a near...
Wait, real quick. The other one that I have, and maybe this one would, you could decipher this one too, is I always am looking for the stage, like an actual theater. I never can find it, and I'm late. And then when I do go out on the stage, I forget my lines.
You are one. I believe that is a fear of
forgetting lines in a play.
Yeah, but less specific. It's a fear of disappointment, or you're not worth anything, or you're always a screw up in your head.
Ooh.
Because you're afraid that you will get lost, and then you will ruin it by forgetting your lines.
Oh my God. These dream themes may indicate a feeling of not being prepared or being put to the test in some way in one's life. Those are anxiety dreams, by the way. They're all anxiety dreams. It's just one person. I like yours, too. Anyway, what were you going to say? Go on, my friend.
My wife avoided Bridges last Tuesday when we were on our way home from taco night because my daughter said, what did she say? We're dead. There's water. And I don't know why she said that. We were just sitting in the back of the car, and she was just like, water, there's water, we're dead. And my wife's just like, gotta avoid all bridges. We took an extra 20 minutes to get home because we thought she was having a premonition. We were going to flip down into a river.
Would you have cared? Would you have, if your wife wasn't there, would you still went across bridges? Would you?
If I was driving, because my wife was driving, I would have just said, we die, we die.
I've had dreams of my teeth falling out. That's a big one. A lot of people have that. Means your life is falling apart.
I've never had that dream.
I have, I think, once, and I think it feels like you're losing control. That's what I read. I had a dream I was part of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Gang. Oh, that's because you like pot.
Yeah. It's and you're sexually attracted to animals. I no longer...
That's too bad. Man, remember when we got in trouble for that? We never told the story also early this morning when you wanted to say, remember when we almost lost our job because of TV trays?
We never got to the topic of...
We can do that tomorrow. Fancy for poor, but poor for rich.
Yeah.
We can possibly do that tomorrow. I think that could be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to move over to this Madonna thing?
Yeah.
Madonna and Lady Gaga have had a beef for years. Now, Lady Gaga has stated numerous times, I love Madonna. She influenced me like crazy. Now, you can... I don't know if you know anything about Madonna, but back in the 80s, Madonna was Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I mean,
the only thing I know about Madonna is she had a cone bra.
She did those kind of things when she went out to the red carpet with MTV. She was the one that always wanted to be talked about. Like Lady Gaga making those meat suits or whatever.
Yeah.
And she stated, like Lady Gaga has stated numerous times, I love her, and I'm not trying to copy her. She's just doing exactly what I want to do. So in a way, it's kind of...
She did what I want to do, so I'm going to do it.
They state, man, if you want to find somebody successful that you really like and do everything that they do. What?
Nothing. Wow, this is a throwback. Somebody said I had a dream that Jake finally explained what a poop cup was.
Oh, we can do that. We'll do a poop cup right after we do this.
No.
Tell you what a poop cup
we're not going to. You know we're not.
So, during interviews for A Star Is Born, Lady Gaga had repeatedly dropped versions of this quote.
Okay.
And I think it was there could be 100 people in a room and 99 of them don't believe in you, but all it takes is one who does, and it just changes your whole life.
Yeah, that was like her go-to thing. She said that all the time.
Yes. And
we played that montage. She said it like 40 times.
Well, Madonna posted a video of her on Instagram story of herself back in the 80s saying this.
There's 100 people in the room and 99 people say they liked it. I only remember the one person who didn't.
Okay, did you hear how Madonna did it back in whatever, 1980s?
Yeah.
She said this.
There's 100 people in the room and 99 people say they liked it. I only remember the one person who didn't.
This is Lady Gaga's.
You know, there could be 100 people in the room and 99 don't believe, but all it takes is one.
I think they're a little different.
They are.
Because they're talking about A Star Is Born.
If she would have said, if there are 200 people in the room and 199 don't believe in you and one does, it only matters for the one. Would that have made Madonna feel better? I don't know. I don't care about Madonna. She makes me upset.
She has such a hard time that Lady Gaga is doing what she used to do, and now she's in the spotlight, and Madonna's not that talked about any longer. And she's getting older. She has a very hard time. It would be difficult, man. 80s and 90s, you were the biggest thing on the planet. Well, definitely 80s. You were humongous.
Yeah.
And now this woman comes out that's younger, that's prettier. not, I guess, right now, yeah. And it's doing your thing back in the day and is the one being talked about. And she goes on interviews talking about this.
And you got famous, Madonna. Just die. Like, don't actually die, but let your fame die. You're 60.
Is she? I thought she was older than that even.
She is 60 years old. She was born in the year 1958.
Oh my God. Have you seen her? She looks older than 60 to me.
Yeah, because my dad's that age, and he doesn't look as old as Madonna. She was born in Bay City, Michigan.
Yeah, I always tell you that.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm. We have Madonna.
Oh yeah, we have to do that trade. How many kids has she popped out?
14. I don't know.
She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. Sorry, I thought it was more because this one has 5 different words for a name. David Banda Mawal Khan Richie. That's that guy's name.
Here, this is the one song that Madonna had an absolute hissy fit over when she heard, what was Lady Gaga's song?
Poker Face?
No.
Dance Dance?
No.
Dance Stick?
No.
Touch
My
Body?
No.
Born This Way?
Born This Way. This was Madonna's version. This was back in like 2012 or something. But this is when it first came out. She heard it on the radio, and she had a huge problem with it, Lady Gaga. But the problem is, I think it probably existed before that even. Do you remember Papa Don't Preach? If I name these songs, do you have any idea, Madonna? Like a Virgin?
I know that one because of Weird Al Yankovic.
You probably know Hang Up.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Who?
Madonna?
Hang Up?
Yeah, I bet you do. Because I think that one's recent.
Once again, I cannot.
I think our birthday station played this for a minute when I was there. No, nothing.
I have no idea. If I have seen it or heard this, I've repressed it so much because I don't know why. It's just something about somebody who cannot let themselves be out of the spotlight. Like, she is having such a bad time,
by the way,
getting out of the spotlight.
Hey, Verb at Credit Union, verbacu.com. They have something called More Holiday Loan. You know what that is?
Well, I do, Jake, because I did it last year. Last year, I was asked if I would like to not pay my car payments for 3 months, and I said I'd love to, but I can't afford those late payments. And then Merv was like, shut up, you just switch your loan over to our financial institution and you'll get 90 days of no payments on those car loans. And I was like, you shut up.
And that's what they're calling a More Holiday Loan, because obviously it's right around the holiday. Now, when Tanner was doing it, it was a different loan, but they do these things. And it's especially awesome around the holidays. They want to help you save money. Just remember, verbacu.com. More music-intensive hour next.